Yeah, welcome to Motswako TV. Again, as always, you know it's who is. I'm your host, Smith. And today I have a very interesting gentleman, one of the movers and shakers in the industry. But his focus is basically behind the camera because he's focusing on us. But today we're focusing on him. Sir, Byron, how are you doing?
I'm good, Smith. How are you doing?
So you said you would rather be called Flkr.
Yes.
Tell me, who's Flkr?
So, Flkr is my nickname.
Yeah.
It's basically my brand.
Yeah.
But I go by the name Flkr because you know when you flicker,
when you're taking pictures, the flash, flicker. Okay, I get it.
So it's a name that's I sort of came up by myself and had to grow it. I mean, now most people know me as Flkr.
Oh, nice. So as Flkr, the brand Flkr, like you put it, how has it been in the Zim industry, filmmaking? How has it been for you?
It's been both good and bad, but more so I try to stay more on the positive side. So I'll definitely say it's been a really good, and there's a few challenges that I've overcome, but in the event of that, it's just it's just it's just something that you have your good days and your bad days.
So like you had alluded, like there are challenges here and there. So do the challenges then come with working with people or working with different film houses, working with different projects? Where exactly would you say, you know what, this is where the main challenge is coming?
I think it stems, the main issue, right? It stems from the people. Because you can work for, a company and something, but for the sort of challenges I saw with companies is, if it's the old heads, the madaras, they like to stick to their ideas, I don't know, it seems like they're a bit scared of change. For us young cats that come in, when we try to give a few, they're like, no, let's do it this way. And then I think there's an overwhelming pressure for, like, there's good ideas, right?
Yeah.
But people don't want to, they want to cut corners with their ideas.
Yeah.
You get me? If you know that you have $1 million business deal, right? And you want to go to Mark Cuban to present it, you know that you have to sacrifice certain things to go to Mark Cuban to get the yes or no answer. Right?
Definitely.
Instead, you can't go to someone and say, look, I've got $1 million idea, like, let's get this way. No, it doesn't work like that. So I kind of feel like if you have a good set of people around you, you basically implement good ideas and you make good sacrifices for those ideas. I definitely see people going like far.
Definitely. And I've noticed how I would like to say our visuals in terms of entertainment are getting better. The concept are making more sense. People are like, they're a bit wowing, you know what I mean? And as Flkr, right? Like, what would your input be? Like, what's your say on where we are right now in terms of visuals, in entertainment?
So the visuals are looking good. I am not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Looking good. But one thing I have to say is, I know a lot of people all about want the highest quality and everything. Don't disgruntle the the low quality stuff, because I've seen some guys making some insane clips with cameras, phone, a flip phone.
Yeah.
And people get strong, like, oh, this is dope, this is cool. And in terms of the entertainment industry, I'm liking more what's happening on the music scene.
Yeah.
I'm seeing, and shout out to all the artists that are like giving chance to people like me, because I shot my first music video this year.
Yeah.
It's called Waterfalls Raw Flows by my boy Exclusive.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, he was like, yo, I like your stuff, I want to come together to do something, and I got, like I said, good team of people, right? We came together, we made it happen for him, and for me that was like a project to see, can I do it?
Yeah.
And I saw that I could do it, and It's I'm forgetting the music video. I came across it like a few days ago.
Yeah.
It was it had Kiki Badass, I think K Flow. They were in waterfalls, and I was like, this is it's authentic, it's raw. They in areas that certain people wouldn't go.
Yeah.
I know most people are like, I want to go shoot that village. I want that nicest, neighbor, good-looking neighborhood. But I'm like, no, guys, let's use what we have.
Yeah, I get what you're saying when you're saying, look, let's use what we have, let's keep it authentic, let's keep it raw. But then there's always this argument, like, we are competing with the international world. We're a global community right now, right?
Yes,
You're looking at a video by, for example, for argument's sake, Jay-Z, right? He's sitting on a Maybach. Rick Ross is pulling up, is in a Rolls Royce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are the videos that you're seeing on Trace, on Channel O. These are the people that you're competing with, right? And I'm not saying we are also supposed to then look for the Rolls Royce or look for the Maybach. But I guess with what we have, maybe the gap is the creativity.
Yes.
So then
how
how then do we bridge that so that people understand that, it's not about the Maybach. But guess what? It's just about the creativity with the scenery that we have. How do we bridge that gap?
I think it's, like I said, it's all about implementing your ideas. You sit down, right? You know that, okay, for example, for an artist, they've got this song.
Yeah.
What does that song resonate to visually, right? Visually, you want to bring those lyrics to life and whatnot. And I think it was K Flow as well. Sorry, he's like one of my favorite artists.
Yeah. Shout out to K Flow, man.
Shout out to him. And his song that sort of got him popular, Fano Ibaji. Yeah. For me, it was basically stemming like, this is my hood, this is what I'm about.
Yeah.
Got these guys, dress is nice. And for me, I was like, these guys got it on like that.
Yeah.
So I think if they work around that demographic, they like you said, we're competing on an international level.
Yeah.
We can definitely go to that level, saying, right, park my Benzes, Rolls Royce, Maybachs and whatnot. In waterfalls, wherever. I can be in my underfoot and borrowed or whatnot, to sort of show people that, look, on the international level, people will be like, Africa, they don't really have this, When people, internationally, when it comes to creating content and everything, people mostly go to Nigeria, South Africa.
True.
That's the stem, but it's also to show that, no, like, as Zim, we've got it, we can do it.
Yeah.
If Rick Ross himself comes again and says, I want to shoot my video here, I want to bring all 16 of my cars and whatnot.
Yeah.
No, boss, we can do it for you.
Definitely. And besides entertainment, you're also into shooting documentaries. Tell us more about that, the documentary life.
So, I sort of started learning how to film in 2022.
Oh, nice.
By profession, I am a photographer.
Okay.
Pictures are my thing.
That's your thing.
So, but I'm a person that experiments. I like to learn things, and the guy that took me under his wing, it was one of those. I was like, give me a chance, and tell you I can catch it on like that. And eventually, I did. And I decided last year to sort of branch up. Oh, sorry, I take it back. It was 2021 when I 2021. I'm getting my dates mixed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2022 last year, I managed to film my first documentary called Project Kickflip. Had a very good help, a very good group of people to help me out with that.
Yeah.
And shout out to the man behind the camera there, Vincent.
Vincent. Yeah.
And it was just something I wanted to start off small to see, okay, can I do something that's unique? And it was about
skateboarding. Okay.
Yeah. And the initiative that I saw is, these guys are shooting. Not shooting. They are basically like teaching kids how to skate off the street. Just a group of friends. They come together to like skate and whatnot,
Yeah.
And I got the reactions I got from people like, we have skateboarding here, you know, that's a thing.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I managed to also enter it in a competition in Canada called Love Caravan.
Love Caravan, okay. Yeah.
So they approached me, said they stole my stuff. So initially I thought it was like a hoax. You know how you get those emails and whatnot.
Definitely.
But as I was actually talking to a real person, you know, they told me everything about the organization, and they were like, look, we usually do this, you know, locally, but we want to go international. So you're not going to be the only one, you know, doing it.
Yeah.
And funny enough, there was another guy from Zim who also entered in the thing, but he's based in the UK, and he did like marimba and whatnot.
Wow.
So they were doing interviews, like selecting people to just like have a talk and whatnot and post the interviews on their YouTube channel. And I think they first spoke to the first Zim.
Exactly.
And then they spoke to me. So me personally, I have very positive things to say about Zim.
Very much.
One thing I always tell people is that every country has its own issues.
Definitely.
You know, but for him, I think he said quite a bit of. I don't know what he said exactly,
but it was more in the negative.
You know, this is someone from a first world country. They're like, oh, serious? Okay, I didn't know that. This. So it was me basically giving a positive feedback. You know, because you don't always want to portray the bad. Because imagine this is someone. What if they want to come here? They should have this idea.
Definitely,
it's not like this. You know.
True.
So I gave them that idea that no, Zim, you know, look, there's issues, but you know, this is the good stuff. You know, come here, you can have a good time. And yeah, eventually I did my documentary. Shout out to all the skaters involved in it, you know.
Yeah.
And the main visual I wanted to give is to see the difference between how skating is here and in South Africa. Got some shots in South Africa as well.
Yeah.
And you know, imagine for the guy I interviewed in South Africa, for him, the skate park that I was at, for him it was like, dude, you know, this is not the, if government spoke to us, this is what we want, you know. But the guys this side were like, yo, he's complaining about a skate park, this, there, whatnot, you know. Not that he was saying anything bad about it, but you're saying, you know, to improve the things and whatnot. And this is a, you know, skateboarding is it's a sport, you know. It's I'm sure if it's not in the $1 million industry, it must be a $1 billion industry. But imagine we could be taking some of these guys to the X Games,
True.
You know, some Olympics.
Definitely.
You know, us ourselves we could be hosting competitions if we had the necessary skate parks, you know. And the initiative they do is really nice. You know, imagine taking some kid, you know, Flkr, sending stuff like, oh, just come over, you know, right as a kids day up, you know.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
And from what you're saying, you know, like I see you're someone who's not afraid to take risks and, you know, just expand your horizon. Like from just taking pictures to now then going into videography. How was that transition for you?
It was very easy because I used to think taking video was like, look, it's a bit more technical than taking photos, but you need to find what you're comfortable doing, right? And also, you know, I started taking pictures like with my phone, and it involved jumping into a camera, you know, learning the necessary softwares. So with videos, it was the same thing, like learning. You know, I didn't know the camera that I had could function just as well as the cameras they use for TV and everything. You know?
Yeah.
So you just need to properly sit down, learn what you need to do, and the ideas that you have, you implement it. And if you don't know what you're doing, go to the next person who asks for help. Yeah, you know, because I always tell people that, like, in order for you to better yourself, and in order for you to expand your mind and to learn, go to the next person. They might have information that you yourself don't know, and it's a learning curve. They probably learn something. Imagine something that you want to learn, they've probably, you know, not forgotten, but they're like, oh yeah, that's how you do it again, you know, to refresh the memory. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So with entertainment, with documentaries, filmmaking, who's on your roster? Like, who are you looking to work with? Like right now, you're like, okay, fine. You know what? If I get Gemma Griffiths, you know what? This year, I think I would have done something. Like, who's on your roster right now? Who are you targeting?
So, I haven't really put out anything like that necessarily, but I was trying to push more like along on the brands type side, you know. I was trying to get like, I was trying to implement, you know, the Jägermeisters to be like, yo, can we not do some pop-up things, you know? So because there's certain things I saw that they do in South Africa. Like, yo, why can't we do it? You know, there's this forgetting. I'm so sorry for forgetting the name. It's on TikTok. You know, it's a I'm a piano thing. It's hosted by Amstel. So imagine they go to some bush. There's no people, but they get a DJ, whether if it's his songs or not, but a mix, right? And they post the full clips on YouTube. But imagine like 30-second clips, minute clips on TikTok and whatnot. And you know, TikTok, if it's a popular sound, it catches on real fast. So it's something like that I've come across. I'm like, yo, this is nice. I was like, you know, we could do something like that. And I know my people here. They love hype. If it's something like that, you know, you bring them over. You know, but it's like I said, you know, it's just that, you know, with these companies, the old heads, you know, they don't see the vision. But in terms of working with people, I've worked with them before, but definitely would love to work with them on something on a bigger grand scale. Because Rowan, to me was like
Rowan. Oh yeah.
Very, 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 very good friend of mine. Definitely love to work with him. Also his crew as well. You know, it would be nice to work with. And Kyle, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Kylie.
Black. Yeah.
I met her before. Very nice girl.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying. But yeah, definitely would be nice to like just, you know, work with her, because she's got some good visuals. Even the way she films some of her own stuff. It's really nice. And in general, I'm not picky. Anyone who approaches me, if they have a good idea, I'll definitely love to work with anyone else.
You know. Okay, now because you're saying you're very open to working with people, I'm sure they would want to then access you. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times we see certain visuals, and then you'll be shocked that, oh, your homie is the one who's actually doing that, because probably they know Byron, they don't know who Flkr is. You know what I mean? So we want to know, okay, fine, how do we then get access to you? Do we do it via social media? What is it? Where do you think, like, you know what, if you hit me up via this, definitely I'm hitting you back?
So before we get to that, let me just say something with that, right? When you approach me, right, it has to be something concrete and solid, right? Because, you know, you get the people who are fishing, who are just I have an idea, what's the idea? Then they want you to work for that idea. No, I'm not going to do that. That's you. So you need to come to me, Byron, this is my idea, this is. I'm like, okay, let's talk. But if people want to get in touch with me, you know, my handles at Flkr Photography, that's my Instagram, and you can DM me, you know, my email, byronmasura@gmail.com. And my YouTube is there, you know. Leave a comment, you know, I'll most certainly get back to you if it's concrete, you know.
If it's concrete.
I don't like people fish and whatnot. You know, even people like ask me for shoots, you know, like it's one of those they'll be like, you know, you tell them a price and then they're like, okay, I've got this much. I'm like, yo, you know, I want to take the photos, but like, you know, also want to make a bit of money as well. You have to stay afloat. You're still doing pictures, right? Like, you still take pictures? I still do. I'm actually so this month Project Kickflip it's gonna be a year since it's out. Oh, nice. You know, so there's some unreleased pictures. Okay. So definitely, I'm definitely thinking of, you know, posting that up. And I just haven't done a lot this year, aside from, you know, the music videos, maybe a couple shoots here and there. But I'm definitely thinking maybe December, you know, like a reel, just to sort of show, you know, what I've done so far this year and everything. Because the one thing I've been doing quite a lot this year is helping other people. Right? If it's not filming, it's still getting advice. Like, hey Byron, I'm doing this, but I've only got my phone. I'm like, oh, use it. You know, I want to save up for the iPhone. I'm like, yo, even that Samsung iTel, whatever you have, it's worth it.
Use it.
Use it.
Yeah.
You know, what softwares to use. So basically more like consulting, you know. Because like I said, you don't always want to be that person who keeps to themselves. Because the next person, like I said, you know, they can help you out with everything. And they will come back to you and be like, yeah, okay, you need help here. You helped me last time and whatnot, you know. If there's money involved, you're like, look, there's $3 on the table, you know, we can split it together. What do you say? You know?
Yeah.
And that's it, literally at the end of the day, hopefully, that's
you know. Oh yeah, seeing like you've been exposed, you know, to different environments, different nationalities. You've worked with very prolific people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What can you say with the experience that you've experienced in Zim? Like, are we heading somewhere? Are we stagnant? Are we going backwards? Like from what you've experienced?
So we are most definitely going somewhere.
Yeah.
Right. I was telling a friend of mine today that, you know, one thing I like about our industry is that as much as there's so much pressure to at the end, like you feel like you want to give up, people haven't given up. So the one thing that I feel like people need to work on, there's certain individuals who are doing that, is let's not gatekeep stuff. Let's come together, let's work together and see, okay, what's the way forward to better the industry in different aspects and whatnot. Like I spoke about like Tadiwa on it. I've been watching, you know, just keeping involved in, you know, his work and whatnot, and I like the initiative. I think he's done it so far this past year, where he's like, this is how I shot this scene in this video, you know, I did this, I did that. And for someone it's like, wow, okay, the visual, the thing, I probably paid like a stack, you know, to do this, but it's something like not out of a shade or something. This, that, you know, it's stuff like that for the next person is beneficial to them. So definitely less gatekeeping, right, and honesty with each other. Accept criticism. That is the number one key, I feel like, to sort of better your craft, is criticism. Right? If someone says what you did is crap,
you need to
don't be he doesn't want to ask why
do you think it like it?
Why, how can I do better? Right? Because the problem I've seen, we have a lot of yes men.
A lot of yes men.
We have a lot of yes men. That you show them, this is good. But if I say it, no, you don't know what you're talking about.
I hear you.
So, like I said, less gatekeeping, accepting criticism, and definitely, you know, just being honest to each other. Like, I feel like I can help you in this way, and also taking what's the word I can use? Giving people a chance. Giving people a chance. You know, like there's people. Look, I can't mention all of them, but I am so grateful for every single person who has said, I'm going to give you a chance. And they've given me a chance. That's something that's big. And I feel like if we had more of that, it will go a long way. You know, and even that chance that I've given, you know, I'm not saying like I did the best at it, you know, but the fact that I got that chance, I'm still grateful for it. You know, I could phone someone, I'll be like, hey, you know, I messed up that job, but you know, you're right. I'm good. You know, good to hear from you. And check up on your people. The number one, you never know. You never know what someone is going through.
True.
So you check up on them. Find out. You know, are you still doing this? You're trying to do this. What can I do to help out? You know, sometimes just talking to people, it's really good.
Oh, nice.
So if we manage to implement those things in a very neat, perfect way, I'm telling you, South Africans will be like, he's with you.
They're bringing the heat. They're bringing the heat.
Exactly.
No. So I'm going to give you three options. I want to hear what you think. Like, so we mentioned documentary, filmmaking, and photo shoot, right? So these are the three options. Then I'm going to give you three names of artists. Then you tell me which one you would do with right? So there's Winky D, there's Job Praiser, there's Gemma Griffiths. Who are you going to document?
I think Winky D.
Winky D.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you going to take a photo shoot of?
Gemma Griffiths.
Gemma Griffiths. So definitely a music video is Job Praiser.
Yeah, because I say in that order. Winky D, has been in the industry since I was a kid.
Yeah, because next year is actually 20 years, 2 decades of Winky D.
You see?
Yeah.
That's something that's big. Job Praiser, I know he's been there for a while, but like in terms of like his fame picking up, I wasn't like there. I was there like now at the popular scene. And I've seen his music videos. You know, Shona's not like my strongest. I speak Shona,
but it's not your strongest.
But it's one of those, if I see him, I've seen Job Praiser's music video. I'm like, this is cool, man. I see what he's doing and everything.
Yeah.
And with Gemma Griffiths, very talented artist. But yeah, her beauty is something I'd like to capture.
Okay. I see. Document Winky, video with Job Praiser, and then photo shoot with Gemma. Oh, nice. So I'm sure they're gonna watch this, and they're gonna come to @Flkr.
Definitely.
Instagram. They'll hit you up, and they'll be like, "Yo, you promised. You promised the documentary. You promised the video, and you promised the photo shoot."
If I got the call today, I was like, "Yo, just give me 48 hours to set it up, and we're good."
And we're good, definitely, dope. And when it comes to, I see you're multi-dimensional with all of this stuff.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, when it comes to shooting adverts, right? The creativity and how compact and the amount of work that's put in. I always wonder, what's the thought process like? How do we get to a point where you have an advert that's like 1 minute, but it takes like 3 weeks to make?
So I'm so glad you actually put this up.
Yeah.
I love to shoot adverts. That's where I started learning actually. So with ads, I think the process is, you need to know, okay, number one, where is it going to be seen? Right, to determine how long it's going to be and whatnot. And if you have your idea, you work around it with your team, right? Once you've worked around it with your team, you execute and shoot it. And the number one thing that I always say with ads, it's actually it's a very serious problem that we have here. And remember what I said, I'm calling out criticism on this. Yeah. Is whether it's a service, it's a product, people don't like to step out of the box.
Okay.
Right? Let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Of what I'm saying. If you've watched any South African, ads on TV or anywhere, right? It will tell you, you're sleeping. Next thing you're in space. You're in space, you land on Mars. And you're wondering, how did I land on Mars? But you see you still have your phone. Insurance? Yeah, I have a problem. King Insurance. What? We can help you anytime. Now think, what does having to go to space and going to a planet have to do with insurance? But for me, that's thinking out of the box. That's a good idea. I'm like here and them, they're like, no, focus on the main thing. There was a guy, I'm forgetting, but I came across it on TikTok. He said, I'm intact on these social apps. He was comparing how a salt app on an international level is, and you see the difference. And then when he did the Zin one, I'm forgetting the name that he used, but one of those apps. Yeah. So the fact, focus less on the actual thing, right? And step out of the box and see, okay, how best can we implement? Because if we do that, I'm telling you, people will be talking more about the ads. I always say this. I see Chicken Licken adverts in South Africa. I always say Chicken Licken should make a movie. Their adverts are one of the funniest, most creative things I've ever seen. And I also feel for any sort of filmmaker out there that wants to expand the creative process. Watch ads. Those YouTube ads that you want to skip and watch.
You should watch them.
And think to yourself, I can do this, but how better can you do it? And that way if you ever go to some top company or any person, you tell them, look, I can do this for you, I can advertise it for you this way, we'll take it from there. So that's why I feel like the advertising process could be better.
Could be better.
Yeah.
And the creativity.
I mean, I don't know if this is allowed, but should I implement my idea? So, there's a guy on TikTok that mentioned that he talks about ads and everything.
Yeah.
And he criticizes. He's worked in the. You can tell he's been in the industry for a while, and he's the same thing that I said. He will probably say it, but more on a formal, professional level. And you see how we have, like, in town, we have like buildings and whatnot. The central point for me in town, that I kind of feel like it's the hub where if you wanna call someone and meet up with someone.
Yeah.
This is Joiner City.
Joiner City.
Yeah. You see? Imagine that big space on Joiner City. Where the billboard.
True. Digital.
Right? Digital.
Yeah.
Natio, Jim Griffith's latest album, song, whatever, right? Any sort of short advertising could be there. So, on my thinking, why is it that as African artists we have to push hard? Let me not say African. Let me say Zimbabwean artists.
Yeah.
We have to push hard to get our things to international level. Like, I know it's a big achievement. My thing was on Times Square.
Yeah.
Before you get to Times Square, why don't you start here at all?
True.
You see, so remember what I was saying, the advertising could be better. It's things like that if we add it. Right? And I know for me, I'm a visual learner. So it's one of those, if I'm walking by and I see, okay, it gets my attention. A digital billboard won't get anyone's attention. We need to, like, I was telling someone, like, the recent shows that happened this past weekend, the Nasty Seas and that.
Yeah.
I was trying to find out, like, how much it is. But I had to go through the Instagrams, find the poster, whatever. Instead, I could have remembered if I saw something visually that, oh yeah, it's this much, I'll get it. You see, it's small details like that.
And it's funny that you mentioned that. We were having a conversation with some of my friends.
Yeah.
The example that you gave, literally, the whole having your visuals on Times Square. We have a digital board, like Same Living Village, you know what I mean?
That one, yeah.
So I guess the argument, what then was kind of the conclusion, was like, okay, fine, the catchment area of where this is going to be shown, does it then reach everyone? And will everyone then see it? Or it's only going to be people North Samora who are going to see it, versus if I'm to say, okay, I got my stuff on Times Square, I post it on social media, it draws attention from all angles of the country. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I guess there's that argument as well to it. You know what I mean?
And I hear you the like the one you mentioned, right? I think the spot that it's at, it's good. Obviously, if they could put out more stuff, because it's still stuff that's being repeated around.
A lot of stuff.
Put out more stuff, that would be good. Because imagine another place that would be nice to put one. Imagine someone, what can I say? Westgate, yeah. People that are going to like Nyanga, whatnot, or even past Nyanga. Those truck drivers, people on buses, whatever. Imagine if we just put one there. Advertising at your next stop, chicken in, whatever you like or something.
Yeah.
It's a start. But what I always tell people is the mentality is, I was saying, with like, we put with the problem is if we, the issue that we have is I can call it the classification people.
Sure.
You could have obviously I'm not gonna mention, I don't want to be in trouble. But certain companies will be like, okay, we're gonna advertise to the upper market.
Yeah.
Because what? That's what we can afford. We're going to advertise to the lower class market because that's what we can afford. And fine, I get it. You're trying to make your sheets, you're trying to do all of that. But remember what I said with the creativity of the advertising, right? Maybe the whole products and that's up to them. But let's cater for everyone.
Yeah.
You know, let's cater for everyone, because there's some people out there that I kind of feel like they do things right, but they don't get they don't get to see what's happening. You know, so I know someone from Bari could be like, you never know, he could be getting his eggs in a basket today.
Yep.
Right. That insurance that's being advertised to the upper market, what if he's also planning on hunting that?
Yeah.
You see. So if they cater to everyone, right, that would be definitely a good aspect.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great, man. Unfortunately, man, Ace, you know what? Time is running out and all that.
Yeah.
There's definitely going to be a part 2.
There should be.
Because I know you've got a lot of dance to
lot to
drop.
say, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm sure to those of you that are watching, like he said, he will document Winky D. He'll take a music video with Jaw Praiser, and he'll definitely do a photo shoot of Gemma Griffiths. So if you know these people, please direct them to Flkr. And Jägermeister, guys, come on. The boy is here. He wants to create an advert for you. So be ready.
Let's do it.
Very soon, Flkr is going to be one of the biggest filmmakers in Africa. I said it. You heard it here first. Motswako TV. This was Who Is with your host Smith, and I had Flkr on the show today. Thank you for coming through, man.
Thank you so much, Mitch. It's been a pleasure talking to you. And just one thing, shout out to everyone who's creating. Shout out to my team as well. You know. And yeah, let's keep at it. And also, hi mom, love you.
That was Motswako TV. Who Is. See you later.